If you haven't played the game, warning, spoiler alert. If you haven't played the game, warning, spoiler alert. I warned your ass.
F double R, F double R, F double R, F double R. Gotta bring that energy.
Gotta bring that energy. What's going on, FRR fam? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back to FRR. Friend request reviews where friends request friends to watch The Last of Us. Season 1 premiere. We here when you're lost in the darkness. That's a nice title right there. That's a real nice title. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you played the game, it starts heavy for the protagonist. Very, very heavy. And one can only assume you're lost in the darkness when you take a loss like that. So I'm digging that title. How you feeling about the title over there, Bralik?
So far, it seems alright. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna boast it too much because I'm not really sure how this TV series is gonna translate. You know, especially from video game to TV or movie. So far, hasn't really hit the spot yet. I think the only one that's really done well so far is probably Sonic, which is completely surprising and baffling that that's even hit. But yeah. Other than that, I can't wait to dive in because Last of Us is definitely one of the greats. So hopefully they don't f it up.
So we obviously excited because at the end of the day, we gamers, man. Like, that's what we do. We play games, bruh. Like, so this is super, you know, hype for us. Because like you said, Last of Us, one of the greats. Most people enjoyed the first one. Most people enjoyed the second one. But there's, you know, multiple sides for all of that. But at the end of the day, I can only assume that this is going to be about the first game, at least
Part
for season
one.
1.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
hopefully we got a lot of good stuff to play with. But again, me and Bralik are gamers, so we've played both 1 and 2. I'm personally not super nitpicky about all the details because, you know, when it comes to translating from video game to movies or shows, like Bralik said, it's always been pretty finicky. So as long as they could just land the theme and the setting and keep the story as close intact as possible, we could have something here. But that's just me. How you feel about that, Bralik?
I mean, there's been some. Listen, we listen to the gamers, right? And there's been a conversation that's been going on for quite some time. I'll say about a week, maybe 2. And the conversations some around the spores and all that. So that's something that I really wanted to talk about because the game, the spores have a specific reason why they're, I wouldn't say in the universe, but they serve a purpose within the story, and that's to confirm Joe's suspicion of Ellie being infected because in this world of Last of Us, nobody has ever been cured. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, once they get bitten, they become a clicker, you know, the whatever else this out there, the infected and all that. So that's how they determine, well, that's how Joe determines that Ellie's actually telling the truth. So I'm wondering if they're gonna play around with that in this TV show because you can still get that point across with another way. I feel like they can use another thing or whatever. Like I don't know what they're gonna use to convey that moment of him being like, okay, I actually believe this girl, and you know I'm gonna move forward. So that's something that I'm just kind of curious because you told me something that. There's other things because that's all I know. I really don't know anything else other than the no sports. So, is there anything else that you want to bring to the table? Because
Of course.
he mentioned it. We didn't have this conversation. He mentioned it, but we didn't have the conversation. So let's hear it. What they talking about? What they talking about?
For one, bro, I appreciate that you said that. Like, you was like, the spores have a purpose. Because I mean, the spores do have a purpose. They, that's how motherfuckers. Even if you breathe in the spores, you can get infected. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But like,
yes, yeah.
you chose a very specific story beat though. That's what I like about what you just said. You chose a very specific plot point that the spores revealed to Joel that Ellie is really immune to this shit.
Yep.
So I like that because uh, when they revealed that they weren't gonna have the spores, a lot of people just started arguing the whole scientific factor and shit. Like, well, spores don't, you can't see them unless they're under a microscope anyways, and
Stupid.
blah blah blah. And motherfuckers like, well, look at this video of a mushroom spitting out smoke, like, and I'm just like, bro, this shit is fantastical, my nigga. This is a fiction story anyways. Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, so the whole excuse of like, oh, you can't see spores from under a microscope is ridiculous, because even in the game, it was so pungent and so much spores. That's why you can see it. It wasn't like it was just one spore floating around. Like, motherfucker, the area was dense and mass. They're going to buildings and shit and subways, and you see it all on the walls. So to say that it wasn't scientific enough is ridiculous. But what they did say that they're gonna use are tendrils. Basically, like, they're basically like plant tentacles almost, like, like the fucking, like fungi, like they be looking like little, like them shits from Stranger Things, kind of like. So that's what they're gonna have, and I believe they're gonna be. I don't want to go too far and say they're gonna be sentient, but I mean that's not too far because it's still plant. Plant is life. So they're gonna use tendrils. So that could still work, but I just still don't agree with the fact that they had to take off spores. But I do believe the reason why they're doing it is because they don't want too many scenes with gas masks on, like, because they want to show the actors' faces, like. But I feel like they could have still did it. I don't want to make an excuse for them, because I feel like the spores was the way to go, but I'm not gonna shit on the tendrils until I see until I see them.
Well, and another thing about the spores too is that they took the spores ideas from real life, like this whole concept of The Last of Us is stem from one small little thing of this universe that's completely insane and fucking baffles me that we haven't got infected with some shit like this, to be honest.
We too big,
it's the
man.
whole it's the ants, the ants,
them zombie ants.
the zombie ants, they take them, then they take the people who die, they put them somewhere else, so when they end up becoming to spores, they can't affect the colony. So I mean, like I said, they don't need spores specifically to convey that story beat, but they do need something. And if the tendrils can still achieve that, then I don't really see a problem with it. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? This is
people could be critical because the story was already there. Like, that's the content was there. Like,
everything is there. So any little minute changes, it's always worrisome, but at the same time, I'm excited, man, because Neil Druckmann, whether you love him or hate him, a lot of people hate him after part 2. It's very controversial. So I'm really surprised. I'm really just curious on how the first season is gonna go and how much we're gonna get through the actual story of part 1. You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna is season 1 gonna be part 1 of The Last of Us, the entire thing? So that's another thing that I'm just kind of curious on how they're gonna accomplish it and just how fast paced this story is gonna kind of unwind. So but overall, man, I'm hyped, man. Like I said, Last of Us is one of the greats, man. Top 3 in my opinion. In my storytelling video games, is top 3 in my list right now.
Well, before you go too deep into your next thought, I do want to at least make a comment on that whole season 1 shit, because honestly, I only had 2 things to bring to this intro. It was about the tendrils and about season 1 and season 2. Again, these are just rumors. Well, the tendril thing, I'm pretty sure is confirmed. This is just rumor. They were talking about season 2 is gonna be The Last of Us 2. So it's interesting that you asked that question, because if that is the case, and I hope it's not, I feel like they're missing out on a huge opportunity. Like, cause there was like 10 years between 1 and 2. some shit like that.
Between 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it wasn't 10 years. No,
it
no,
wasn't
no,
10. It was
no. It
probably a
was.
lot less. 5,
I believe the total was 4, if
4.
I'm not
Okay,
mistaken. Yeah.
so 4 years. I feel like
Hmm.
that's a piece of the story of the lore that they could use right there, like whatever they was going through between
Mm.
that journey from 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's about making bread, right? So like, why go from part 1 straight to part 2? You might as well
Mm.
flesh out this story, create more lore, let us see what the hell's going on behind the scenes, and then season 4 or something like that, you can get to
Mm.
The Last of Us 2
I
in time for T Loud 3 marketing or some shit. Like, I don't know.
maybe they want to hit the same story beats as part 2, because part 2, as you go through the journey, you get to moments where Ellie's kind of reminded of Joe, and then you kind
Yeah,
of go into flashbacks.
yeah,
So
they
maybe they
do
want to
that.
use that story beats within season 2. So I feel like that's kind of, it's understandable, but fitting part 1 into one season is gonna
It's
be a
crazy.
very tough task. Like, to
Hell
be
yeah.
honest, and for it to hit, I mean, it could, like I said, one of the greatest stories in gaming history, in my opinion. But it's just that
It
they
might not
had
be
to
as
do it.
tough as we think though, cause
Really?
how like a regular playthrough of T-Law is what, 12 hours, 14.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? So what, a 12 to 15 episode season could knock that out.
I mean, do we know how many episodes there are in the
Nah, I
season?
don't. Nah, yeah, I
Okay.
don't. A lot of
Well,
shit's
if
been
it's
doing 10 episodes
if it's
lately.
HBO, it's
So
most likely 10. So,
yeah,
um, just to let y'all know, if you haven't noticed, I'm a bit under the weather, so don't mind me if y'all find me slumped over or some shit like
for real,
in the
looking like a
reaction.
clicker.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Looking like an infected out this bitch. But
but I think my
I'm a hype.
biggest thing with season, like, I guess my biggest thing about season 2 potentially being The Last of Us 2 is like, what would they do with the show after that? Like, I just don't see these motherfuckers. Like, cause if this shit go crazy, cause what, the reviews for episode 1 was already out and they got a 10 out of
Mm-hmm.
10. So if this shit go crazy, I can't see them going straight to T Loud 2 because they'd have to end the story. I mean, I guess
No,
part 3 might
no.
potentially be out, or I guess they could continue on and just say, like, even if they never make a game, they could just continue on with just TV.
You
Even if
got
they
the
never
wrong
make a
thought
T Loud
process,
3.
man.
What? What you
Listen,
thinking?
Neil got the game plan, man. Neil's locked in right now on The Last of Us, full throttle. This man is gonna have T Loud 3 out soon. Mark my words, T Loud 3 is coming. People, like I said, part 2 was a lot of controversy around that game. It pretty much split the fan base, damn near half. With
Nah, I
part
don't
two,
think that. I don't think half is a
at
stretch.
least a third, at
Maybe,
least
yeah,
a
probably a
third.
third. Cause you know niggas be vocal minorities. Like, it don't even
That
be that many people, but they just be the loudest. Like,
that's you have a point there. That's very true. But I honestly believe that he has plans. It's just, with COVID and shit like that, it's just kind of
yeah,
taking
yeah.
him a little bit longer to get shit done. Season
They could
three,
probably even do it quicker than that. Maybe
they can. Now that
they could do a season 2 next year, 2024. Cause we at the beginning of 2023. I forgot about that. It's January, so
yeah. I mean, you know what we've been waiting on? We've been waiting on that emoji player, so that's the next thing that they're coming out with. But
yeah.
they've been heavily vocal on this Last of Us stuff, and I honestly believe that they're gonna ride this train for quite some time, and hopefully the TV series can carry them there because, like we said, the gaming content on this side of the entertainment spectrum is not great. So, Last of Us, please don't let this be the Last of Us.
This nigga stupid. Well, I'm feeling pretty good. Those are like the only things that I really wanted to bring up. As far as casting and all that shit goes, I didn't even really pay attention to who's
I don't
who
really
except for
care.
Joel and Ellie, and I don't
Yeah.
really care. Like, just do
Mhm.
your thing. Shout out to Ellie's actor though. That was the bear, right? From GOT,
Yes, Game
wasn't
of
it?
Thrones.
Yep, the
Yes,
bear.
yes,
Yep.
yes.
So I'm feeling good, man. You ready?
I'm ready, man. I can't believe it, yo.
I know.
Let's
Nah, we
get it.
really are here. I can't believe it either. Well, hey, look, man. When You're Lost in the Darkness. The Last of Us Season 1 premiere. It's FRR, baby. Don't forget to like this video. Make sure you drop them comments. And most importantly, subscribe. The goal is 10K. Click the button. Click the bell. Get notified when we go live. Let's get it.
Let's go. And it's on my birthday, too. Gotta love it.
Oh, facts. Happy birthdays in the chat. In the comments.
Let's go.
And that's your biggest worry?
Yes, any kind of virus, but most probably something similar to influenza.
1968.
Because of air travel?
Through the air. Coughing.
I'm sorry, I meant people on planes. That was something you described in your book.
Yes, a new virus in Madagascar, say, could be in Chicago within a matter of weeks, and we end up with a global pandemic. Pan meaning all, the whole world becomes sick all at once.
No, mankind has been at war with the virus from the start. Sometimes millions of people die, as in an actual war, but in the end, we always win.
Bacteria.
No.
You like saying no. Not bacteria, not viruses, so
There we
Fungus.
go. Fungus.
Yes, that's the usual response. Fungi seem harmless enough. There's a fungus that infects insects, gets inside an ant,
There we
for
go.
example, travels through its
go.
circulatory system
Okay.
to the ant's brain, and then floods it with hallucinogens, thus bending the ant's mind to its will. Fungus starts to direct the ant's behavior, telling it where to go, what to do, like a puppeteer with a marionette.
Look, the other dude looking real uneasy right now.
Position. How? Where do we get penicillin from?
fungus.
Look at him.
Dr. Schoenheiser, you're in distress.
Fungal infection of this kind is real, but not
Look, yep, he ready to disprove it
True,
all.
Fungi cannot survive if its host's internal temperature is over 94 degrees. And they don't exist. It's not even possible to make them.
So if that happens,
We're fucked.
We lose.
Completely.
Damn. He was a jokester in the beginning. Now he, man, you feel me? Commercial. Play some tunes.
I love those two actors, too.
That's
I
Buddy
like-
from The Mummy. Like,
Yeah.
boy.
Yep, the Mummy, and that other actor is from, I can't pinpoint it, but he's always plays like the dorky character. Okay, they kept the original theme.
This shit too, it's too ill.
It is. Y'all should have heard Formal's attempt in this. His first attempt of trying to hum the intro.
Bruh. The Hunger Games one is just too much stronger. It immediately pulls you in once you start that first note. Like.
Okay, I'm liking the intro. I like the little
The
intro
tendrils. The Last of Us. I like it. It looks nice. I like
does.
that. It looks
It
nice.
does. I like how they
2003.
explain the whole ant
Yeah, kept it real
concept
from
in the
jumpy.
beginning, so people could kind of know what's going on. Okay, looking at Sarah right now.
Where's the pancake mix?
Oh, was that? Yeah, I was. Sorry.
I was gonna make you birthday pancakes. I swear.
You know, I don't really like pancakes.
I know you don't like them. It's for my benefit.
These niggas trying to go line for line.
Not necessarily, not even close.
Nah.
Hey.
Tommy, okay.
Aw, he loves you.
He's dependent on me. Not the same.
I think it's the same.
It's definitely the same. I thought we was having pancakes.
We'll pick you something up on the road.
Today,
I know, I'd be done by 9. By 9, right? Yeah. I'll bring back a cake.
We know what time he get home. I like that. Like that little subtle hint to having a bare wrist. Hopefully they fulfill that moment. Yeah. She must be selling hardcore drugs. Ain't no way.
Stupid.
Ain't no way. What? Whose room is this?
oh, hi.
Connie was asking after you. Think you haven't been over in a while.
Make them
I
happy.
could come by after school, but just for like a little bit.
She'll take what you got. Y'all can wait.
At the speed they going at now, I don't know how they gonna get through the motherfucking whole part one. Like,
For real. I said we gotta go to school, man. Persona.
What?
Bro, Persona, bro. I'm the heaviest gamer, bro.
That was too deep of a motherfucking thought to have right about now.
20.
That's it?
Okay, 30.
20's good.
It's a spring. I'll do it right now.
It's a perfect time for a Flavor Flav cameo.
Okay.
Damn,
Little
that
hints.
SWAT back there.
Yep.
That SWAT truck.
We're closing.
Mm.
مشان تسمع we're done for today.
It's
She was
3:15. We
listening
close
to
at
the
7.
radio.
انت عم بحكي على التليفون مع اختي ما عندك فكرة شو عم بيصير, okay?
Some warnings. Get your ass up out of there. Come on. I know your daddy taught you to have some good instincts, man.
Hey, is everything okay? Like, on the news?
Like what, hun?
Well, no, there was just a lot of police and stuff on the road today.
Well, that's true every day, isn't it?
Nah.
Not like today. Just muffin tops.
Are we gonna see Granny walk in the background? You think so? Just percentages.
There she go.
Oh,
There she
shit.
go. It's happening. Oh, it's happening.
It's happening already?
Bruh, you just said that the speed is going. Like, relax. Let it speed up.
The dog knows.
Yep.
It's 10.
Oh no.
Where's the cake?
You know he
Come
come
on,
on,
man.
you know.
Get us one tomorrow.
Swear, you don't get your present.
You got me a present?
Fixed it for you.
Did you?
What?
I don't hear anything.
That was lame. You're lame.
Yeah, I know.
Got you, though.
Call that man a lame.
Where'd you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
It's better when I do.
There we go. Okay.
You were never
you.
gonna do it for yourself.
Oh, there's one more.
Oh, this is the one with the deleted scenes.
Yeah. Imagine how bad those have to be. Come on, pop it in. Let's do your birthday.
Man, let's go. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Don't fall asleep.
Of course I won't. It's too riveting.
She slump already.
I like it. I like it.
Telling you, bro, this shit is scene for scene. It is hitting all the right notes though. Like it's reminding me of that shit. Like
And not only that, it's adding a little bit more.
mm-hmm.
Liking it.
What's my fault this time? I was at the bar and some guy goes crazy, starts swinging at a waitress. I stepped in, knocked him out, cops show up. Look,
God damn it, Tommy.
sorry.
Okay. Fucking idiot.
See, in the game, we never figured out why he wasn't there at the crib. And this is where we start the game.
Here we go. Shit about that.
What the hell's going on out there?
It's the fucking tendrils, man.
Indoors. Law enforcement and emergency services are in the area and will be in contact with further instructions. Stay indoors.
He like, help me, please.
For real.
Help me, my
Mercy. Mercy.
He's like, yo, I'm scared. Yo, look at the
Damn,
dog
that's crazy.
actor.
Look how scared. You feel me? That motherfucker.
Yo,
It's
they
on
got a
point.
beast dog actor. That's crazy.
Like, I didn't see movies where people acted worse than that.
Facts.
That motherfucker was really worried and scared. Like,
Mrs. Adler?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Here we go. So it begins.
Ooh.
Help me. What's she gonna do? You need to tell her ass to leave, if anything. There she go.
Yep.
It's Granny. You're all gonna die. Your baby's gonna burn.
Nah, your little baby's gonna burn.
Oh.
What the hell
look like
is
she
that?
got worms. It's the tendrils.
That's not a tendril.
He got
My
the
man
monkey
got
wrench
the
ready.
wrench. You seen that?
You feel me? Ready to go. Ooh, snap
That shit look like a level 1 monkey wrench.
Man. There's a level. Oh, hello.
What are we doing, Joe?
Snipe that shit. Ooh. Joe, I know you got a gun in your house or something.
Inside the house! You lock your doors now! Get your seatbelt on.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
Here we go. So it begins.
No.
Jesus Christ. Yep, you just blew it. Bye.
Ooh, I'm 1 for 1 right there. You gotta love it.
This is it, y'all. You're in the thick of it.
Not even. We're not even 5 minutes into the game.
It don't matter. It's still the thick of it. That's when the game kicks off. When you're fucking driving.
Yup. We let those people behind. Yup. B for beats. I'm liking what I see.
Nah, don't say that, because when I was just saying that, you was all the saying that, was all the saying that, was all the saying that. Told you it was line for line, beat for beat,
beats.
Go through town. Golf course by the river, straight across. We pick up the highway on the other side of the blockade. Then we're out.
Not so simple, Joel. I can predict what's going to happen when you go through this town.
What the fuck?
Those look like
Them motherfuckers
commercials.
Oh, yeah, those are. They people dipping, bruh. People on them motherfuckers.
Oh, that's what I didn't even put that together. Damn, you're right. You're absolutely right. Them motherfuckers.
There's probably pilots and all that. Like, yo, we out, son.
We gone, yo. Nobody in the seats. It's just us piloting.
Yo, for real, just pilots and hostess. Like, we finna go to the Bahamas.
Go faster! There's no fucking go. Find an alley. What alley? There's people that hold the fuck over. Gotta get off this street.
He said, what the fuck?
Just keep driving.
Dad?
Shit. Move. Move.
Oh.
Hello. There we go.
Oh. Okay. I like the subtle difference. That was wild.
That was.
Show me.
Homie up.
You look at me. Okay? Sorry, baby. I know. Head to the river. I'll find a way. Get her out of here, Joe. Go.
Go.
We can't leave
Damn, I can't wait till we get to the part that we gonna get to the part with the part.
Keep your eyes on me. Okay? You don't look anywhere else.
Ooh, that boy on.
These ain't no walkers.
Exactly. I was about to say for sure.
These ain't no walkers. These motherfuckers extra.
Yo, for real.
Ooh.
You're safe. Don't move.
Yep, this is the part I wanted. The soldier.
Low-key, it kind of sounds like the original Soldier, too.
There was a couple of scenes where it sounded like the game. I can't lie.
Yes, sir.
Eliminate.
But,
Yes, sir.
nah. See, the Soldier and the other one had some... But, sir, it's a girl. It's a little girl.
Sir. We are not safe! Please don't.
I'm sorry. No, you're not. Hey, look, now y'all got a yopper, though. Yep. Here we go, y'all. We in it.
No. Okay. You're okay. You're okay. Move your hand, baby. Move your hand. All right. Baby, listen to me. I gotta get you up, okay? I gotta get you up. All right? You come on. You come on. I know, baby. No, I know. Tommy, help me! Joe. Come on, baby girl.
You know what time it is.
I gotta get you up.
The number of confirmed deaths has passed 200. The governor has called a state of emergency.
There are hundreds and hundreds of bodies lining the streets.
Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be placed under martial law. All residents are required to report to their designated quarantine. Riots have continued for a third consecutive day, and winter rations are at an all-time low.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the execution of 6 more alleged Fireflies.
You can still rise with us. Remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Believe in the Fireflies.
Felt that shit.
Whoo.
Come on. You're short 5.
Paid that man in tobacco, so you know you could sell these.
Hey, do yourself a favor. Stay off the streets for the next few nights. Fucking Firefly's been blowing shit up all week. 2 of our guys got shot this morning. Boss has got us working doubles. Guys are jumpy and tired. It's easy to make a mistake in the dark.
Okay, Joe was a peddler.
Hey, he said he the drug dealer. He told his daughter. Hey, look for the light.
Look for the light, yeah.
The Firefly.
When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light.
What do you want me to say, Tess?
I'm not asking you to say anything.
I was about to say, this is Buddy. Who gets,
How about we just let it go? Then
He's scared as hell.
So are we good?
Oh. Yeah.
Man, that shit fucked me up.
What the hell happened?
I don't know.
Fireflies?
That's what I'm thinking. Fireflies blowing shit up.
It's funny because in the game she made it seem like it wasn't that big of a deal.
It wasn't, if that's what happened.
Well,
you have to forget about that.
She was begging for her life right there.
Here we go.
Free Boston now, motherfuckers!
They're shooting at us.
On your knees!
No, I'm not a I'm not a Firefly!
Alright, here we go.
Count slowly and clearly from 1 to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Slowly and clearly.
7, 8. Fuck you.
Let me out or you're gonna pay, motherfuckers! I'm not supposed to be here!
Firefly.
I like the way she said motherfuckers. Because she almost got it down pat. To say that. That's pretty damn close.
Couldn't wait to get that tobacco.
If Tommy responded, we'd know.
And you're talking to the tower?
Every day. They gave him your message. They haven't seen or heard from him since. And that's it. It hasn't been that long.
It's been 3 weeks. It's never taken him more than a day to respond.
Exactly. In this type of world, 3 weeks is a very long time.
You're a capable guy, but there are worse things than infected out there. I hear everything on this. There are raiders. There are slavers.
But you're sure Tommy's okay?
Exactly. Exactly. You hear that music?
There we
It
go.
is.
There we have it.
It's nothing like an unspoken bond, man. Just let me slide in here real quick and go to sleep. Like, nigga ain't say nothing to each other. Had a long day just like you.
I got jumped by a couple guys.
What guys?
Just a couple teenagers. Said some shit. Probably shouldn't have. I need you to take a breath.
What?
Joe.
What?
You need to take your
The
breath
guys
first.
who jumped me were with Robert. He sold our battery to someone else. Nothing's lost. And shit like this is gonna happen.
I need the battery, Tess. Truck's no good without one, and if I don't get to Tommy soon, he's gonna die out there.
No, I promised Robert that you wouldn't hurt him. But I would very much like for you to hurt him. So let's go hunt that motherfucker down. And get our battery and our truck. And then we'll go find Tommy. All right?
Yeah, so he made it out of that explosion.
Is this King Firefly? I mean, Queen?
That's who they chose as the actor.
Team in place at Southeast 3?
Oh, that's
I
not
held
who
them
I
back.
thought it was.
Our people are asking what's going on, and I don't know what to tell them.
Tell them to follow fucking orders. You two, go to Southeast 3, now.
Yes? Are we winning? Are we beating Fedra here? Are the Fireflies beating Fedra anywhere? Rebellion takes time. You fight for 20 years and you get nowhere, you're not a rebellion. Just spray paint.
Damn. Just spray paint.
Because tonight, every Firefly in Boston is going to gather in this building, and you're going to leave the QZ permanently. We're quitting? No. We're taking that random girl locked in that room west. From our guy in the radio tower in Salem. Keep it quiet.
That should say she got the cure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Iconic book bag.
First issue, they got it. Dang. She ain't had no Z bars in there or nothing, man.
I won't tell anyone about any of this. I swear.
Where are you going to go? Back to Federal Military School? You that anxious to be a soldier?
Do you think I chose that place? They put me there when I was a baby. It's for orphans.
They didn't put you there.
Your mama did. Ooh.
Hello.
Am I fucking mom or something?
And look like your mom?
Ooh, you're not. Why would terrorists dump me with Fedra?
Because it's where you'd be safest, and you were safe there until you decided to sneak out. A terrorist? Was Riley a terrorist? What I'm about to tell you cannot be repeated to anyone. Because if you do, I assure you, you will die.
Yep.
You will die.
Are we finally gonna get to see the tendrils?
Man, it could have been fake all along.
Nah,
they really did do the spores.
This is the first time we see the spores right down here in this moment.
They said they visually couldn't do it. Let's see.
Oh, shit. This one's done. Think he wasn't down here last time?
No. You think he came down after he was infected?
Maybe down here is where he was infected.
That too.
Exactly.
You smell that?
What you smell?
Yeah. Gunpowder.
Ooh. Is this the guy they find who's still alive?
Someone got to his ass already.
That was Robert?
It looked like him, right?
Yeah, it did look like him. Who laid their asses out like that?
They sold him a fucked up battery, yup.
He still tried to sell it.
Yup, and they got your dumb ass.
You greedy fuck.
Oh, try to sell it to the Fireflies. Boomed her ass.
Give me my knife.
What do you need a car battery for? Go.
Not at her. Point it at me.
She's the golden goose. The golden child.
We were gonna move Ellie out of the zone tonight. But we won't make it anywhere like this, not for a while anyway. So now I'm thinking you're gonna do it.
The hell we are.
Let me take her.
Tess, we don't have time for this.
Oh, you don't have time?
Who is she?
To you, she's cargo.
We don't smuggle people. Sorry.
I can do it.
Kim, you don't have a fucking ear on your fucking head, could you please?
Damn.
That shit. Sheesh.
You get her there safely, and they'll give you what you need. Not just a battery, the whole thing. Fueled up truck, guns, supplies, all of it. I swear.
Put that on your mama's mama.
I swear.
Last time you're gonna see Marlene for a while.
Boomed your shit, boy.
Don't fuck this up. Please.
Like you already did.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
The radio's a smuggling code, right? 60s song, they don't have anything new. 70s, they got new stuff. What's 80s?
At least you ain't on a damn chain. Shit.
Your watch is broken.
The radio came on when you were sleeping.
What? What was the song?
I kept saying, like, wake me up before you go.
Wake me up before you go.
80s
Nope.
means trouble. Code
Gotcha, bitch.
Holy shit, I'm actually outside. Oh,
Tummy.
Okay. We're gonna take the left edge around the buffer zone. You stay close, you follow my lead.
I just helped my son through this part the other day, like. You know, I never want to do the sneaking parts.
Cause in this game, you get spotted once, it's a rizap.
Facts. She about to get caught slipping.
Joe.
Hey, don't move! Don't move!
Oh, that's his boy who be selling the pills? Yep. He gonna let him go. Lucky.
You gotta be shitting me.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk this out.
Turn around.
Yeah,
Get
hold
on your
on.
fucking knees. Get on your fucking knees.
Hold on.
What'd I fucking tell you, man? I said stay the fuck home. Get on your knees.
You know what's about to happen.
All right, what about 3/4?
She can't allow this.
Unauthorized exit.
Red.
A job for half off. Out of your fucking mind.
Ellie, what's the...
Fucking bitch. Get out of the fucking way.
Whoa.
Flashback to your daughter. Yep. gruesomeness of T-Law. Here we go. There we go.
Joe
Hey,
is
nice
definitely
face.
brutal. Yeah.
We here, baby. We at T-Law. She buzzed.
I'm not sick! I'm not sick! Look! This is 3 weeks old. Nobody lasts more than a day. Just look at the old to you. You would have killed me. You fucking killed me.
Joe, we gotta
I'm
move.
mad they ain't grabbed the
We gotta
M16
move,
though.
Joe.
I would have definitely packed that shit with me.
Yeah, we could have used the M16 in the beginning of the game too.
Okay, boom. All right. Thank you for calling me out.
At least they did it in the show because it doesn't make sense in the game at all.
No, you feel me? No sense. It never makes sense to not pick up fucking enemy weapons. Like, radio came on. Unfortunately for me, I don't know what year this song came out or none of that, so
I can only assume the 90s. We don't even know what the 90s are.
He ain't have a 90s code.
That means catastrophic. Fucking nuclear. Don't come. Okay.
Hey, that's an iconic picture right there.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you heard the fucking...
Hey. This sounds like you right round, baby, right round. Like a
exactly.
Baby, right
Wasn't
round,
that
right?
80s?
Like Wetter Singer.
Yeah, that was the
Wetter
80s.
Singer. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, like... You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a regular baby, right round. Alright, there you have it. T-Law. Season 1, the premiere. In the books, man. When you in that darkness, look for the light. I can't lie, bruh.
Let's hear it. The truth.
Nothing but so help me.
Yeah, let's hear
it. Bruh. It's been a long time since I've even touched part 1. Like, I do not consider myself a super T-Law fan. I love the game. I played it once. Love the multiplayer. Put plenty of hours into that, but obviously you don't get much of the story from the multiplayer. Yep. So I think that puts me at an advantage because I could be less critical about certain shit because some of it honestly don't remember. But also the shit that kind of happens, well, that was happening in this episode was like bringing back some of those memories. So that nostalgic feel of when I first played T-Law was helping boost it. So I had a good time. I can't even front. I like this episode. How you feeling over there, Bralik?
Critical thinking hat put on. Activate.
Exactly.
Nah. I'm a super huge duper Super Trooper fan.
Super Trooper.
You know, all hell praise to Neil Druckmann. Nah, but I think they did a great job. They definitely. I love it when comic books or you know games when they make the TV or movie adaptation. I love when they pull straight from the concept themselves, and they did that a lot here. They really try to keep it as close to the game as possible. You know, there was a few things that weren't one for one, but as a story being told as a TV series, I think they pulled it off pretty well. And I know a lot of people might say something about the actors not being a one for one, you know, or you know exact spitting image of them or any of that. But I think everybody so far held their weight. Even to the point where I honestly felt like some of the characters sounded like some of the characters in the game. So overall, I think they starting on great. Actors and the atmosphere, the ambiance, you know, all of it is playing. It's doing its thing. I'm liking it.
Yeah, I agree. There was a couple of times like on the phones and the radios and shit. I'm like, did they just pull audio from the game? Like, because we
really
can't
do.
tell since it's not the actor actually saying it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that shit is throwing me off. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. Where should we start? I don't even know. Like, it's like I played the game. Like,
Yeah, we know everything that's gonna happen. So like for us, this is kind of like a new experience because you know I'm extremely well versed in this universe. You not so much because like you said, you put a lot of hours in the multiplayer. So did I,
Yeah.
but I played the game at least 5 to 6 times to get that plat.
Look, this is to give you just a taste of like some context behind it.
Mhm.
The game came out for what, PS3, right?
Yep.
So I played it probably a year after it came out, but jumped directly into the multiplayer because I
Yep.
saw a streamer playing it. So I didn't even care about the story. Like I just saw
remember.
a streamer playing multiplayer.
I remember that
So
shit.
I took my brother's P3 to play this shit. Then when I got the P4, when the P4s finally came out, I got the P4 and I got the Last of Us Remastered,
And
but
you
I
finally
still
played it.
didn't touch. Nah, I still didn't touch the single player. I
At
didn't play the
first.
single player until I was homeless and I was living in a hotel with no Wi-Fi, but I still had my P4. Like, so I was like, "Fuck it,
He
like,
was
let
forced.
me play through the."
He
You
was
feel me?
forced.
Like, let me play through the
Like
single
Tommy
player.
Egan out here, like
son, it was fire though. But I'm a multiplayer whore. I can't help it. Like,
no, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. There are a few things in here that kind of differs from the original game, and one of the things was I like the beginning. You know, the whole beginning of kind of setting up Sarah's tragic ending and kind of like setting up the story. I like how they put little things here and there that kind of fill in stuff that we didn't know about in the game. Kind of how Joe went to go bond out his brother from jail.
Yeah.
That's why he wasn't at home. So, little things like that. Also, too, when he did get home, I believe the watch that she got in the game was just a brand new watch, and this one it was his watch. She just fixed it. So I kind of like that nice little tweak to it, and the him watching the movie with her. That kind of plays a part later on in the game, but I like how they kind of planted that seed there for us in the TV show.
Yeah,
because you might not, we're not gonna have enough time to follow Joel and Ellie throughout their journey in this TV series to kind of fill in all the gaps. So I like that they planted little seeds here and there to kind of tie it in later, like with Ellie, obviously because the whole story is about a journey between Joel and Ellie, and him, kind of missing his, missing that daughter figure.
Yeah, him becoming
Ellie.
daddy again.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Daddy Joel, man. One thing I gotta say though, there'll never ever be. And I know we could technically not consider the infected zombies or whatever, but y'all already know how this shit works. You motherfucker, you quack like a duck, you're not a sandwich. But ain't no better zombie start than Dawn of the Dead 2004 Ving Rhames, man. When that little girl came into the bedroom and shit, took a fucking chunk out of old boy's neck. I was hoping for that type of. That's like, I can't lie. That's my one gripe. Like, I haven't felt tension yet from this episode, which is okay, I guess. There were some tense moments though that I felt like my heart should have beat a little bit more, but that could be due to the fact that I do know the story. So, but they gotta nail that though. They have to nail that piece, like, because when you play T-Loud, you feel that shit. Your heart is beating.
That's what I'm curious about. Maybe we're not feeling that because we already know what's going to happen, and I feel like that's why I really want to see what people's mindset and thought processes, or just how they feel about this TV show, if they didn't play the game. You know,
Yeah,
the
never
ones who
played it.
didn't play the game, I really would like to know if this hits for them. Like, is the tension there? Because we already know beat for beat what's gonna happen. The
Oh, the way that shit was coming out his mouth.
yeah, like, well, that was never in the game.
I mean, so that didn't bother me much because
No, what the
I'm
hell?
gonna tell
is
you
it?
why though. Because
It looked like some shit out of Blade.
Nah, it looked like plants. It looked like flowers. It looked like fauna. Like
Fungus.
Yeah, cause like they always explain that in the game. Like they progressively get worse and shit. Like you see an old boy done fucking molded to the wall. So I just felt like it was just like some fungus kind of growing out her shit, or maybe that's the tendrils that motherfuckers be talking about. They ain't exposed that yet.
Yeah, we haven't got exposed. The moment where in the game spores do get like introduced is when Joel and Tess go down looking for Robert. So they didn't give us that moment. They did show us the
buddy on the wall.
Yeah, buddy on the wall. But that's about it. So I'm still curious on what is going to be the convincing factor for Joel and Tess. So that still has to be accomplished. We haven't got to it because unfortunately, you know, that was the end of the episode, them finding out. Which is, I think it's a good point to leave off at. I think that's actually a really great spot to leave. But it just, like I said, well, how they're gonna hit that story beat is really the question.
I think the next episode's gonna for sure answer it. Yeah,
They
they
have
have
to.
to because they ended off with that. But I also accidentally saw the title when I looked up the title for this.
Wait.
What?
The other ones are out, or
Nah, they just had the title for 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
When I googled it,
I'm about to say, so we doing back-to-back reactions?
No, I would have. The family not home right now. The kids gone. I would have definitely jumped into another one. Yeah, but yeah, there was some. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel yet. I can say that, and obviously it's episode 1, so it's obviously people can feel that way. The reviewers giving it a 10 out of 10.
Nah.
Yeah, I guess.
No.
I guess. Cause like I said, bro, I wanted some more tension in some of those scenes. Like I really wanted my heart to race a little bit more. And then there was some scenes where this actually isn't a critique. So let me not make it sound like that. But there was certain scenes where not only did it sound like a game, it almost looked like a game too. Like I was just like, well, fuckers, we watching live action, or did this shit just turn into CG on my ass? But that actually kind of felt kind of fun. So that's not really a gripe. I think the tension is the biggest gripe right now. Like I wanted, like even at the end, like that was supposed to be a really tense moment. Like he had the flashback of the first soldier pulling out the gun on his daughter, and I'm just like, all right. But it could be because we know it, so I don't know. We'll have to see.
I'm hoping for the best, man. Hopefully they can nail it all. Ellie, the actress that plays Ellie, I forget her name. So far, the bear, yeah, the bear. But so far, she seems like she's doing a pretty good job. I'm liking the comebacks, the fuck yous, the motherfuckers, because that's Ellie's vocabulary for the first half of the show, the game.
Yep.
But there was, I don't know, can she really draw emotion? I don't know. That's the big key. Because she's the one who's gonna have to pull us in eventually.
Yeah.
So hopefully she can accomplish that. And I did also hear that. So I heard Ashley and Troy Baker are actually. I read your lips. He said, "Who the fuck is Troy Baker?" Troy Baker is the person who plays Joe. He also plays probably 80% of the protagonists in video games. This man has a wide variety of just like
I thought that man's name was Pedro Pascal or some shit.
You talking about the act? You talking about the actor in this TV show? I'm talking about the actor.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the actual actor for the game.
Yo, I thought I was that lost. Like, yo, this nigga name ain't Pedro Pascal, bro.
I call him the Viper. The Viper. That's crazy. They got 2 people. Oh, both of them are in Game of Thrones. I just forgot about that. Joe and Ellie. That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, but the original actors, Ashley and Troy, I heard that they're in this show somehow. I don't know how they're gonna be introduced, but yeah, man, I ain't really much to say, man. Other than that, the show did for the first episode, you know.
Yeah. I had a fun time with it. I had a good time with it. But definitely, I think, like I said, I want that tension. In your words, the emotion that Ellie's gonna have to pull us in with, you know. So, one last question. I think I'm good. So I got one last question.
Yep.
With the pace of this first episode, how you feeling? You think they could wrap it in one season?
It's possible. It's possible. Cause like that first. This first episode is literally like the first 3 hours of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, I think they could do it. I think they could pull it off. Next episode will obviously be them getting her to the Capitol building. After they get to the Capitol building, they go to Billstown. So, I feel like if they do that, then get to Billstown and maybe stay in Billstown a little bit and leave, and then end the episode there, then I really think they're at a really good spot because they could really make the latter half really condense with just journeys between Ellie and Joe. So yeah, I think it's possible, man. I think it's possible, especially the way this first episode turned out.
I agree. At first, I was kind of on the fence, but as far as they got at the end, through the night and the soldier freaking finds Ellie and shit, that ending right there, I was like, oh yeah, they could do it. They could get us. They could get us there.
It's crazy.
It is crazy thinking about it, like, because if they really are gonna do one game a season, man. All right. There you have it. Any final thoughts? You want to score this episode? How you feeling over there, man?
Final thought is they did mention a character that doesn't get mentioned in the game at all. That was actually DLC, and that is Riley. Riley was in a DLC that didn't come out until like a year later after the game came out. So I'm surprised that they're mentioning her so early on, and I'm wondering how they're gonna kind of show us that, when and where they're gonna kind of fit that in, that story. Maybe that could be like one of the reasons why we're kind of moving a little bit. Maybe the reason why these next couple of episodes will move a little bit faster, so we can have episodes like that where we go back to maybe a Riley scene or something like that, kind of show the origins of, because the whole DLC is about how Ellie ended up getting bitten and shit like that. So and amongst a few other things as well that that people who haven't seen the show will eventually find out. But yeah, I think overall, great job.
I actually haven't played the DLC, so that would be actually kind of nice to get a touch of that.
Okay.
To get a touch of that in there. Because I ain't playing none of that. I ain't playing none of that. All right. What's your score, man? How you feeling, man? Let's drop it.
I'm going to give it an A5. I think they did pretty good. They nailed the atmosphere. They nailed the characters. All they had to do now is just nail the story and really stick the landing when it comes to the end, because the ending of the first one ends rather different. You know, it's not the average ending to a story, especially for video games. So I'm really just like, how are they really gonna end this? You know, are they gonna end it the way the game did, or are they gonna find a new way to kind of wrap this up? But yeah, overall, I think they did great. Hopefully, we get to see some more clickers and stuff like that. You know, this next episode, because this is when in the game, this is where we start seeing a lot more infected clickers and a few other things. Once you get to Billstown too, that's when things start ramping up, and when it comes to, you know, the zombie side of things. So
when they go through that high rise right there that they just looked at, that's where the motherfuckers are finna be at. I think that's where you first see the clickers, right? In that high rise.
The high rise. Yep.
Yep. So that's where they. Yep. We definitely get clickers next episode, man. Yeah, I think 8.5 is right there. I can't lie. I was on a 9 for a little bit, man. But the second half actually it brought me down to a little bit of an 8.5. Again, I just need that tension, bro. I need that. I need those heartbeat moments, man. And I just didn't get it. But 8.5 is a great score. I don't know what you thought. Beautiful 8.5s across the board from your two hosts.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, this is a new show. So if you in this video, make sure y'all drop y'all scores as well. Definitely want to see those come through the comments. So if y'all still here, y'all already know we appreciate y'all so much. Y'all keep us moving and grooving. Go ahead, drop those likes, and make sure you comment down below.
But never forget to hit that subscribe button, man. All right. Goal is 10K. Hit that bell so you get notified when we go live. FRR out.
Peace.